All right, everybody. For this week, we did get all the string lines put up. He has gotten all the holes drilled for all the posts.
It looks great.
Yep, he actually got all the concrete put in the bottom of the holes, and he's making a call to the inspector. And hopefully in the next couple of days we can get the inspector right here to check all the holes and make sure everything's good.
And if so, steel will start going up.
Yep. So we'll start getting some steel stood up here. Hopefully, calling for rain next week, guys. So
yeah, it may be 2 weeks.
It may be 2 weeks, but we'll see what happens with the weather right now. Like I say, next week's looking like it's going to be a washout. But on that note, if it is, he's got to run to Arkansas and Alabama to pick up some more steel for the purlins and the trusses and all that to get the rest of the steel up here. So if it does rain, it's not a lost cause. He's going to make a trip and pick up some more steel. And then of course if it doesn't rain, maybe we'll start standing steel up once the inspector gets out here. But let me show you these holes, guys.
Let me tell you something right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Got a real good feeling. This place is jumping off hard as it can get.
You got a good foundation.
Yeah.
The first three we hit rock.
Oh, really?
Seriously.
You can see the difference
Yeah.
really in this one right here. But I was able to dig a lot of that out.
Wow.
But that's as soon as you get down so far, you can see the difference in dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
It's
can.
that kind of a slate
Jeez.
sandstone type thing.
Huh.
So yeah.
Well, bad for digging holes.
Well,
Good
I mean,
good
good
for
for
the solid base.
see in that one here, you can see right where the tip hit the rock there.
Yep.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather us hit
Oh,
rock
yeah.
than hit
Yeah.
it just go out of sight, you know.
Crazy how different the colors of them. They're all
Yeah.
different colors.
All different colors.
Ain't that wild?
This one's this color, and then the darker.
It looks
and
like,
then
at first I was like, man, they brought in topsoil. There ain't no way. They cut this off. And then you see the different color, and it's just the different types of, you know, the contours
Yeah.
of the,
That's
of the earth.
crazy.
Yep.
That is wild.
Wow.
So yeah.
Right now, right now. 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 Oh, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. I got a real good feeling.
So here you can see, here's one of the holes. Off the top of my head, I don't remember how deep he dug all these holes. I think between 3 and 4 feet. And then he takes concrete and pours it in the bottom of each hole. And then what that does, that gives him a good solid footing for these big old posts over here. So it does a couple of things. One, it makes it so when he sets that post inside that hole with it resting on the concrete, it makes it easy to maneuver around, make sure it's squared up and everything. But two, since that is a hollow post, with the concrete being in there, it don't mar down and sink in the hole. And so it gives it a good solid base for that post to set on. And so I think that idea is genius myself. But so there's 29 holes total here that he had to go around and dig. And I've got some footage where he was digging all that. I'll show you the little dingo he was using the other day. And but then he came back around, mixed up some concrete, put it in the bottom of it, got all the strings strung back up because the inspector wants to see all the layout And of course the inspector will come out and measure all the holes, make sure they're all the proper depth, and you know, all that good stuff that they do. And then hopefully we get a clear inspection, and so that next week, barring any weather problems, we can start standing this still up. And so that's kind of what happened all this week. I know it seems like this is a slow process, but you know, it just takes time to get everything done. And but once we start standing the steel up, it's going to be really exciting. I can't wait to see it. And we've got marked over for temporary power. We're working on getting all that done. Still waiting on the well guys to get here to dig the well. And so the power, we evidently there's so many people building around here, we couldn't find any temporary power poles. But luckily, the electricians we're going to hire to do all the electrical for us,
They have one.
they have one, so they're going to come out. We got the hole dug. We dug it with the auger when we was digging these other holes the other day.
Well, we didn't dig it.
Well, our builder.
The builder dug it with the auger.
So, but anyways, he did do that for us, and so that way it's ready to go in. They're supposed to stop by one evening and drop that temporary power pole in there. We did, instead of, we was planning on running underground power all the way up the driveway. It's kind of back behind us there, and bringing underground power right up here and put, you know, the electrical panels out in the shop is what we plan on doing, which those will still go out in the shop. But when the power company came out looking at where the power lines run, they actually run across the street here right off the front side. And so the problem was, well, our driveway goes down to another road back here called Acorn. There's no power lines on that road. The power lines to all the lots actually runs about another 200 feet, 300 feet back down the road, down like a power line. And so couldn't get access to that without getting permission from all those property owners, which would probably be a big headache. But right off the front side, there's a power pole with a transformer right across the street that actually sits right in front of my father-in-law's, her dad's house. And so it was a lot easier to get permission
From one
than many. And so we had to fill out some paperwork. We got to get it filed at the courthouse as far as giving them easement rights to go in there, and they're going to have to put a new power pole up across the street. And then they're actually going to come right up this hill here and put a power pole up out here. And it's, you know, we was trying to avoid power lines, especially up through the trees here, but the only other option, it was going to cost us almost $10,000 to run power lines back up the driveway back here behind us. And going this route, we had to pay $500. We had to buy a pole to put up right here at the edge of the property, but it's actually going to set it off down in the woods there. And then we can trench and go underground from there up into where the electrical panels are going to be in the garage. So that would be a whole lot cheaper option. And they promised that they wouldn't have to cut many trees coming up the hill there.
Probably just some limbs is basically all they'll have to cut.
Yeah, and so we decided that was the cheaper and better route for now, and so that's what we're going for.
Well, sometimes you just have to drop back and punt.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes you throw some curveballs.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened on the power. So right now, like I say, we still got to get some documentation filed with the courthouse. We've already did our part. Our dad them's got to file their part and get it down there. Then we can, once the electrical company comes in and puts a temporary power pole up, we'll have to get that inspected also.
Right.
We was hoping to get it inspected at the same time we do the holes.
Timing's
That may not work
possible.
out.
It might, but it probably won't.
Yeah, but so if we do have to call out get that separate, it's a $50 fee for them to come out and look at it at a separate time, because they can't do it all at once. Generally, they do it all at the same time. But again, $50, that's not too bad of a price to pay to get that done. So hopefully that'll come along next week also. We can get that ball rolling. And they've actually already been over on my father-in-law's property marking where they're going to put the new power pole up and the guidelines and all that good stuff. So the power company's kind of sitting on go, just waiting on us to get the temporary power pole up and get all the easements and you know, the permit and all that done. So anyways, not a lot happening this week, it doesn't seem like, but to us it's very exciting to get these holes in. I'm going to show you drone footage here at the end of this video. Kind of looks like Swiss cheese out here when you take the drone up, but it looks real cool. And I'm telling you, I'm going to do every time, every step along the way, I'm going to do a drone shot up and down. we do this thing at the end, we'll be able to phase all those in together and show it from just the ground all the way up to where the building's up. So I think it's going to be some cool shots at the end of all this. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, and I know we're getting lots and lots of comments on these on our Barndominium builds. We hope more people join along. We're getting lots of super great questions of other people that's wanting to build Barndominiums.
Well, and we're hooking up with lots of great people that are pretty near our area as well, so that's a really cool thing for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're super excited about all the people we're getting to meet, and hopefully we'll get some people out here to maybe take a look that are looking to build their barn doors and give them some ideas, and you know, maybe keep them from having to jump through quite so many hurdles as we have. So again, you know, in this area in Georgia, Barndominiums are kind of a rare bird. So you know, a lot of people don't understand them. They don't understand how they're constructed. So hopefully we'll get all that done soon, and hope to see you next week.
Right now, 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 right now.